Hello there. I'm going to take you all through a quick tutorial of how to use our Pilgrimage app. So first, you will want to open the app, which you should find on your home screen or wherever it downloaded. This is the home page of your app. You'll see that I've been walking, so I am already on stage 2. There are several stages of the pilgrimage, and they are different lengths. So the first stage is 9 miles or 9 points long. Stage 2 is 6 miles or 6 points long. Stage 3 is 16 miles, and the mileage goes up from there for a total of 6 different stages. Know that you can take your time on this pilgrimage. Do not hurry. Do not try to arrive somewhere at the same time as other folks are. This is your pilgrimage and your journey. Do it at your own pace. Now on the home page, you can scroll down to see the full map. With 2 fingers, you can move the map around and you can pull in and out to see it in relation to what's around it. This line here is the path that you are following on whichever stage of the pilgrimage you are on at that point. You'll see that this green part of the line is mileage that I've already covered, and this yellow part of the line is mileage that I have left to go in this part of the journey. The way that the pilgrimage works is that as you walk along the line of your particular stage that you are at right now, you will unlock different content along the way. Imagine it a bit like you are on the bus heading to the next city and your tour guide points out things along the way. It works just the same. So as you log your activities, different pieces of content will pop up. Let's try. So I'm going to click here on Log My Walk. You might notice this bubble pops up at times. Our Pilgrimage app communicates with the health app on your phone, so that if you've been walking around, say at the grocery store or around your house, and have covered a little bit of distance with it, or if you've gone out on a long walk and have had your phone with you, your Pilgrimage app will see that you have covered that distance and will ask if you want to log it. For now, I'm going to say no thanks, because I would like to log the walk intentionally. This is the basic log screen for your pilgrimage. You can tap on the date to choose which date to log. I'm going to log for today, but if I forgot, say, to log my walk yesterday, I could always change the date and log a walk for days prior. I know that I went on a 2-mile walk around my neighborhood this morning. And you can always put notes as well if you would like to journal about that particular walk you had that day. Just for myself, I'm going to say, I saw a nice flower on my walk today, because I want to remember that I did. When you're finished putting in all of the information that you need, tap the log button. Now for this particular leg of the journey, this activity, this mile that I have walked, has unlocked a new piece of content along my path. You can either choose to view it now, or if you are busy and can't engage at the moment, you can always say no thanks to look at it later. I'm going to show you how to look at content at a later time. So for now, we'll click No Thanks, and it takes you back to the home page. If you would like to look at content at a later time, come up here to the 3 lines at the top left of your screen. That's the menu icon. If you tap it, the app menu opens. You'll see that you can return to the home screen, which is where we just were. You can go to the log, where you can, again, log new activity, or you can see all of the activity that you've logged so far. If for some reason you would ever like to delete an activity that you didn't mean to log, click this icon here. This is the trash can, and it will delete that activity for you. And you can scroll to see the full list of everything that you have done in your pilgrimage. To view content, come up here to the menu and go to the Content tab. This is the list of every video, blog, or picture that you have unlocked on your journey along the way. And you can drag your finger to scroll through everything that you have unlocked. You can rewatch or reread anything at any time, so long as you have unlocked that piece of content. To view a piece of content, you will click it or tap it, and it'll open up. This here is a link if you would like to read the corresponding scripture. You can tap it and it will open a new window in your browser where you can go read that scripture. If it's a video, this icon will appear, and if you tap it, the video will play. Now, since I am sharing my screen, it won't play that video, but on your phone, it will. The next thing we will look at here is the guidebook. Paper guidebooks have been mailed to everyone who's registered for the pilgrimage, but our copier was printing as fast as it could, and you might not have received yours yet. So know that you can always come and read the content of the guidebook here in the app. The guidebook is just basic information about the places and cities where we are journeying, as well as reflection questions, guiding questions that you can ponder or meditate on either as you are walking or as you are completing your points-based activities. We'll come back here to the menu. There are 2 ways to participate in the pilgrimage. I'll click here on Settings. You'll notice in pilgrimage mode, you can either do a walking pilgrimage that's measured in miles, or you can do a points-based pilgrimage that's measured in other activities. I'll go ahead and switch to a points-based pilgrimage. You can switch back and forth at any time. Points-based pilgrims are also able to walk miles. We'll come back up here to the log, and you'll see that this bar has changed. If you tap it, it shows you the full list of activities that you can earn pilgrimage points for. I'm going to log that I've prayed morning prayer as an example. So I'll tap it and then click OK. You'll see a button shows up here. If I clicked that button, it would open a new page in my browser and take me to a morning prayer bulletin where I would be able to follow along and pray morning prayer if I hadn't already. I can add notes, of course, and then when I'm finished logging everything I need to log, I tap the log button. And I will watch that piece of content later. like I mentioned, if you are on a points-based pilgrimage, you can still log walking as an activity. And finally, if you come here to the check-ins, you'll see links for all of the optional check-ins that we are hosting as St. Martin's. If you would like to check in and talk to other pilgrims along the way, those are on select Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And finally, let's say that you are on a walking pilgrimage and, oh no, you broke your foot or something has happened and you just can't complete the stage of the pilgrimage that you're at now. You can always come here and click take the bus. And it's a little like calling a taxi. So it will automatically fill in all of the mileage for that leg of the journey and move you to the next leg. To view all of the content that you missed when you took the bus, you'll come back to the menu and you'll click the Content tab. And you'll be able to go back and rewatch all of the content that you've missed. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. Continue to reach out if you have any questions, and buen camino. Enjoy your journey.